2 years ago, almost to the day, I came to Perazzi for the first time with John to make a video about getting a made-to-measure Perazzi fitted and built here at the factory. This year I'm back and I'm getting one made for myself. I wanted to make this video a bit more about the experience of coming to Italy and actually having the gun built, as well as covering this at the technical side, so that you get a feel for what it's like. So this is Perazzi, and this is my journey to a made-to-measure gun. It's my turn. We've been here a couple of days now. You've been working with some other customers. Yeah. I've done first fit, final fit yesterday. This morning, up early after not too much to drink last night, and it's my go. And I'm a bit nervous, I'm be honest. It's hard to say when I've filmed this sort of process happening in the past. It's kind of easy just to stand there and like doopy-doo. Now it's my go. I'm a bit.
Yeah, but you've been here before.
Yeah. I'm sort of. I know what's going to happen. So, John, run us through it. We're going to pop in. We're going to meet Fabrizio, and first thing is to take the measurements that we took back at Bywell, and convert them into the dimensions on the trigun, right?
First off, he just really wants to know right-handed, left-handed, sport or trap ski, whatever you kind of shoot, and we'll just run through a few bits of basic info with him, and then we'll just let him do his thing. He might, set a couple of different configurations up. We've kind of got a little idea what I'm after in the past, and we'll just run through like that.
Yeah. Then once we've got dimensions, it's off to the tunnel for the pattern time.
Yeah. And you've seen yourself. This is in the tunnel. That's when people get nervy.
Yeah.
You stood there. It's not really natural standing there. No. So we'll just nice and easy, and we'll have a go. If it takes multiple goes, so be it.
As much time as we need.
Yeah. In the tunnel, what I would say, Lloyd, is we might pattern it first off, and it mightn't be quite right. So just don't get too nervy if it takes the gun away and it gets altered and it goes back again. It might go back and forth 3, 4, 5 times, and we'll go from there.
Perfect. So that's the tunnel. Once that we've got dimensions nailed down, we come out. We've got to choose shapes of fore ends and kind of rough idea of pads and all the rest of it, right?
Now, I know you.
Right.
You're particular in what you want. Some guys come and they're, I want that, this, that.
Yeah.
And I know what you're like. I like this, I like that, I like that. So it's going to be dead easy doing that.
Hopefully, nice and quick. And then that's kind of it. The stock goes off for machining. Wood. We've got to pick wood. The wood room, which is, I think, also going to be a bit nervy because there's a raft of wood in there.
The trouble is with the wood room, quite often somebody goes and has a wander about, picks a first piece, puts it on the ground like that, and then you're in there half an hour or an hour, and you end up going back and think, God, that was a bit that really stood out, and that's the bit you end up going for. What I like to try and do is to pick 2, 3, 4 pieces off the rack, stuff that stands out to you, and then compare them 3, 4, and then say, well, I don't like that one quite as much. Yeah. The only thing I would say is obviously your gun is a bit longer, 32-inch. High-tech, a bit heavier, so we just be mindful that we need a thick enough blank, and just with a nice little bit of density.
Bit of weight in it, sure. And this is where I would hate to go into the wood room on me Todd, and this man has a bit of an eye for wood. He's got a bit of a golden touch. Hopefully, he'll give us a hand, and we'll get some nice wood picked out. Once that's done, Mauro or Fabrizio will select a fore end to match.
That is one bit where you're kind of looking at it and you're thinking, fore end matching the colour is just super difficult. Yeah, they're doing it every day.
Exactly, and it's nice to see because I've seen it before. It'll go in and have a rake about, and in like half a minute, it'll come out with a bit that looks stunning. But
we've all seen a gun where it's like black on the and then orange on the front.
So yeah, once that's selected, that then comes back. Any final instructions to go onto the order form, and then it goes off some machining. And basically, we're done. We'll go off for lunch, and then come back to see it in the white. Cool.
They might say, depending on how busy they are today, how many more customers have got coming in. They might say, come back tomorrow morning.
Right.
Or come back this afternoon, but it's pretty quiet in here this morning. So yeah, should be all right.
So, we're back in the factory this morning. Yesterday we finished the initial first fit, pattern test and all the rest of it, everything we talked about yesterday. We got finished lunchtime-ish, popped over to the local trattoria for some lunch, got massively overfed, went and had a little sojourn back to the hotel, and then we went shooting in the afternoon. There was a sort of a team championship type of situation, and I couldn't say that we won, but we did.
It was it was 3 of the guys are from Durham area, so it was Durham v the rest of the world, so it was 3 against 3. But
It felt like almost we were overmanned. I don't know. Anyway, then we popped up to Simeone for watch the sunset.
We weren't hand in hand or anything.
No. There was no tonguey kisses or anything. Had a nice evening there. Pulled back to
Ziadio,
right. Popped out for some tea. Had a pizza. Went in Italy, etc. Couple of drinks into bed. So up early this morning and out for final fit. The gun is now in the white, assembled, ready to go, and it's time to essentially check fit, pattern test, and then get the little details nailed down, the shape and the rest of it.
You've been on a couple of these with me now, you know, as an observer and whatnot. You've seen the level of detail that goes into it. And I know when you're at home trying some guns, and I'm not saying nitpicking, but I like this, I like that, I like the other. And I think that's why with you it was so easy to kind of draw that rough spec up before we came out. Some people, when they come for that kind of first pre-fit at Bywell, you know, it's like drawn blood out of a stone.
Yes.
You know, you've got to be handing them guns, and that's the only way you know what you like from what you don't like. Just feeling them, you're shooting them, whatever. But well, obviously it was easy with you because
I've shot them all. I had decided that I wanted to make some changes to the Krieghoff, specifically in the sort of stock and grip area, and then looking at potentially getting an Ergestein or a TSK or even a custom stock made. I just thought, you know what, for the cost of getting the change, I could come here to Perazzi and get one completely built from the ground up that is exactly what I want. And
I would say, man, your Krieghoff stock is,
it's custom.
It is. It's a good stock and it's a nice gun to shoot with.
It is a lovely bit of work. Not wrong with it. It is purely my own personal preference. It is. There's no value judgments here. I wanted one. I'm getting one. And so this is it. We're about to head in. A little bit. It's something that you really can't get across in having filmed this several times. You become a bit of a kind of an old hand. No bother. But it's so exciting getting it done. It really is. You walk around like a Cheshire cat, grinning your bloody head off. Yesterday was great.
What I'd like to do, same again, just have a little bit of a feel, but we want to make it quite important to break it down into different sort of parts.
Yes.
So I know you want the grip and the forend to feel a certain way.
Yep.
Let's pick it up, go into the pattern tunnel, do a couple through the glass, just to get used to the shooting of it. And we'll kind of forget about the grip.
Until we get the fit right.
And then we can, if you're happy with the pattern, nothing needing adjusting on there, we can have that gun passed about, feeling the grip, and kind of we'll have a little bit of chat about that.
Cool. Right. Well, let's get on with
excited.
Well, it's kind of bittersweet because eventually I'm going to have to leave it here, and it's kind of the end of the trip. It's the last day. I mean, we're all knackered. Like it's been a good crack. I will say that it has been a really, really good trip. We've eaten so much food. The local wine and food is so good. It's one of those things where I'm not really hungry, but I'll just have another bit. I'll have another bit of this pasta. It is fantastic. I mean, we've been to some fabulous places, and this is a really important thing. This is a kind of industrial area of northern Italy. For all it's very, very pretty, it's quite off the beaten track.
Yeah.
And I think super important to come with somebody like John that comes here, 3, 4, 5 times a year sometimes, knows all the local places, can act as a bit of a guide as well as being a sort of subject matter expert for getting the gun done, knows exactly where all the places are, knows where the shooting grounds are. He's done all the driving, bless him. You know what I mean?
I've done a lot of whinging about that.
Yeah. But it's just been like essentially having like an ace tour guide who's reasonably good crack. And definitely part of the experience is having that. You know, I would have hated to come here on me Todd, for sure.
My point of view, though, that's just, I don't know, that's another part of it. The main focus is we're here to do a job.
Oh yeah,
That is what we're here for. We're not here for nights out. We're here to come to do a job. And I just think it's so important to have it lined up, everything kind of half worked out before you come. So when you come here, you know, you're not having an hour's conversation about a recoil pad.
Yep.
You know, you've looked back at Bywell, you've had them all pulled out on the bench. You know, you've mounted a few with the different pads or whatever. And you can see, with a bit of confidence, that's the one I want.
Yeah, it really is that simple. John's a real planner. If you know him at all, he very much likes to have things lined up. Like so, that works great for this because there's nothing left to chance. You know what I mean? Everything's planned ahead of time. It's great. Right then, let's get amongst it. One of the reasons that I wanted to come to Perazzi was to just be able to spend this amount of time getting the grip right on the Krieghoff. The fit is smashing, but there were some changes I wanted to make, and basically I just thought for the cost of change, I feel like coming and getting this kind of attention and this attention to detail to get the stock and the grip made exactly how I wanted it are what you pay for, what it's worth spending that time for. So we've made tiny changes to where my finger sits, where my thumb comes across the top of here, the shape of the palm swell, like how much meat we've taken out of here, so it's scalloped out from the base of my hand, and it just,
that's all something you can't get off the shelf.
No.
And it's as well, you can't send them dimensions. You need your hand here.
Yeah. It is impossible to do this remotely. You have to be here, and it's the difference kind of between Beretta and here, as we were saying earlier on, is if you've got Fabrizio and a guy that's actually doing the work. I've got a stocker talking to a guy that's actually physically doing it, and he's translating what I'm talking about to what this guy needs to hear to actually make those changes, and it's easy and it's perfect.
But it's handy before you come to have a feel of all different stuff.
Yeah.
Know what you like, know what you don't like, and have in your mind. So when you get here, you know, Mauro and the team, they want to know. You know, we've got a limited time being here. We've got to catch a flight back. Can't spend all day. You need to know like this.
Yeah. I mean, all in, with this process has taken maybe 40 minutes. It hasn't. Backwards and forwards over the bench. I mean, you feel like but it's like I said yesterday. You've got to suppress your Englishness and get it right. You only get one shot. If I leave here and this is right, it's right. And it's right.
And unfortunately, you're going to have to leave it because we've got to go.
Oh, I can't take it with me, no.
Love with this wood.
Yes. This is beautiful.
Admiring, you know, the wood. This is not SC tree, but it's higher. You know, when we select wood, sometimes then when we work, they come not so nice, but sometimes it's the opposite. Birds, you know, happen great, and this is for sure. You know, this side is a cypress.
Yeah.
The expert can confirm. Look, this is beautiful anyway, a little bit, but look all the content, look also the forest.
The perfect.
Yesterday was a perfect mate. Look, see? This is beautiful, really.
And just the way that snakes into
really.
You couldn't make that up.
This is unique.
Yeah.
Look. I'm very pleased that you like the gun, the selection we did with the stock, and you were talking about, you know, the grip now.
Yeah.
Making the tuning, that is very important.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But only, as you said, if you're here, we can do.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you know, you can order a gun, but you receive like it comes, you know. So
Yeah.
to be here is really, we can 100% customize the car. Also in the minimal aspect, you know. So this is, I think, very good. So now we finish. Let's say 1 week.
Oh, 1 week, spot on.
Take a little bit more, but then when you will have the gun, you will enjoy it for sure.
Oh yeah.
We did, because it's a pleasure.
As I was saying to John, I didn't think I would ever form an emotional attachment to a gun, but I seem to be already there.
Correct. And very good.
The thing I notice all the time when people everybody likes to stroke them, don't they?
Yeah, just give it a little stroke.
Oh my God, it's like a nice girl, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, my wife's going to get jealous.
And also you choose the red. The red is, you know, Perazzi color.
Yes.
So this
Classic.
is nice. Very nice black, you know, with red writing is quite nice, really. Also on the pin, very nice. So iTech has a great success. I believe.
Yes.
Since we started the production, that was we introduced in 2014-15. So far till now we have 90% of standard gun production is iTech. You know, so it means big success. The feedback from the customer are great. We are very happy, and I can tell you in all disciplines. You know, talk about Olympic drop, skid, sporting play, compact, release as well. You know, because some shooter use for release. And anyway, it's really so. We are very happy to have designed, you know, the iTech.
Yes.
It's nice as well. You can see some in SC3 now, and SC3
of
cool.
course.
Yeah. Yep.
No. And of course, the last, as we say, the cherry on the cake is iTech 2020. That
Indeed.
is so beautiful, and we really we work hard to have this gun. This is something that I wanted to do, something special in iTech, and thinking of 2020 Olympic Games, you know, next year in Tokyo. So we designed the frame, you know, with the special, you know, Perazzi logos, and really, it's really very appreciated this model as well. So I'm quite happy, very happy about the decision we took a few years ago, introducing the iTech. So very pleased.
You've got one on order, haven't you, John?
Got a black 2020 on order.
On the way.
It's a black and nickel version. Both are very nice. Black, I think, is more elegant.
Yes.
Okay? Really, very elegant. But the white version, I mean the nickel version, you know, it catch your eyes, you know, better, you know, because with shiny parts and matte parts, they give a big contrast, you know. So I think both are nice, but you know, majority of shooters or customers, you know, prefer the nickel version because bright, you know, it's bright, and you can see from far away, you know, so you can identify this model.
Well, I like this one.
Okay, so this is good. Of course. I'm very pleased.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
Thank
really,
you
I
so
appreciate
much.
very much.
Honestly, I really appreciate it.
You know, and I know that you do a good job for us. So I want to, you know, to make a special gun for you.
Thank you.
This will remember, you know, Perazzi.
Absolutely.